I've worked at the library for 42 years. I think my best memory is when I started as a volunteer at the library, and I volunteered for 6 months, and then they put me on the payroll. And I've never regretted that. It's been a wonderful experience.
It's really his way of connecting with people that is my best memory of him. Craig has inspired me because of his very positive, happy, enthusiastic nature. Despite having a lot of hardships to overcome, he accepts every challenge with a smile.
You know that people walked away from there feeling better about their day because of him. I mean, there's just no question, because they wouldn't do that with everybody there. And you know, a lot of those people are just coming in to the library to get their stuff, but they end up getting, a good smile out of that too, because Craig knew their name. He knew what to ask about them, what's going on in their lives, how they've been. And some of those people haven't been in there in 10, 15 years. And he would come in, or they would come in and see him, and he would greet them like he'd just seen them last week.
I remember when he stopped getting disability checks because Social Security decided he was working too much. And he didn't, I believe he challenged it, but at some point he decided that, well, they were kind of stopping him from working all the hours that he could, so he was going to take it as a positive thing and use it as an opportunity to work more, which is just wonderful. He just turns everything around. You look at Craig and you see the difficulties that he overcomes in his life, and if he can have such a great attitude, I look at my own life and I think, what kind of problems can I have that would even justify any kind of bad attitude after looking at Craig?
I know there's a lot of people that say that you do have to live life in a certain way, and I've found that that's not true. Walking with a walker, I used to think that way, but then I think I'm just as good as I always was. I just have a walker, and that doesn't define me. I'm just the same person that I always have been.
He takes every day like it's totally a gift, and he greets it with a smile, and absolutely nothing gets that guy down. I've been through some pretty interesting patron interactions with him, and they would walk away and I would be frustrated and he'd be smiling. And that's one thing that would always get me. As I'd look over, I'd be mad or frustrated or tired, and Craig would just give me his big smile, and he'd just be like, the Craig smile.
Love to me is, it may not be verbal, it may be simply smiling at somebody, just treating them nice and having them treat you nice. Not putting them down in any way, but appreciating what they appreciate.
He is a model of humanity, is what he is. We are supposed to be what he is. And if people looked to him and emulated Craig, and not just emulated, but changed their lives like he approaches life, the world would be a better place.
Is don't try and be somebody else, just be yourself, more or less. Just be yourself, and because if you try and be somebody else, you're not going to be happy.